good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be. Here with my match against Rabid for the Dominion League. Alright, we shall begin. And he is going first. Geez, this does sort of look like one of those where you build the engine, even though it's sort of miserable. Gonna get cursed one way or the other. Probably the peddlers will run out. And the curses, and then maybe some third pile. Or we might get 2 provinces, I don't know. I'm going to open potion storeroom. There's a question, if you do hit 5, how many IGGs do you really want to take? You may not have to worry about hitting 5 for a while. Probably first ghost ship is better than an IGG. Maybe he has 5, I don't know. 5-2. Alright, this is a good draw. Or good enough. Gonna pick up a familiar. Having a few great hauls may be okay, just for the points really. Even though they're a little worse than the pawns and probably the shantytowns. Yeah, I like the caravan for him. Now I think I will take a ghost ship. Though an IGG is also not totally wild. Hopefully we draw either the storeroom or a copper. I guess not a... well, you could be. His familiars are coming out later in the shuffle. His potion is familiar, so that's nice. I just played 5 of my coppers, so it's got to be a storm. So we got a 1/3 chance here of being really happy. And then the other one's not so bad because they're pawns. But anyway, we would have been, of course, very, very happy if we'd been able to get a second familiar there and cycle to the end of the shuffle. If that had happened, we would have had a really good shot at just winning, I think. But, well, that's a little premature, but it would have put us in a really good place. So, I think, yeah, we'll just wait. Not much to say. I'm going to try and buy cantrips and peddlers if I can get them. He may be taking a peddler now. He takes a couple pawns. That's not too bad either. Thankfully the familiar continues to hide. I hope he drew into it. Oh, I'm not sure what he did there. Oh, he must have not played the storm to draw cards for fear of hitting familiars. Which is, you know, not a thing you want to do. This is a pretty nice shuffle to trigger. Depending on how we draw in the next 2 cards, but it's okay. This is pretty good, peddler and that. This was really nice. To draw those 2 coppers. think I do want to cycle, even though I've got a good chance of just drawing dead stuff. I would rather move along here and buy another familiar. I would love to win the curse split in a big way. That would make me happy. If I had gotten 2 curses in before he shuffled, that would have been really cool, but this is also cool enough for me. That's a little bit of a weird shuffle to trigger to me. He has got the peddlers. I don't know how the shantytown, if the shantytown will ever work out for you that well. It could. Alright, I'm willing to take 1. Since I couldn't afford a peddler anyway. Get a fortress or a caravan. This is not... Well, I'm winning the curse fight, which is good. Oh, that's sad. We're gonna get at least 6-4 on the curses, but possibly not better than that. He could think about giving an IGG here. It wouldn't be crazy. To avoid one of the curses, possibly. So he has so much more good stuff than me, unless I get a nice turn or 2 where I can pick up some peddlers. I feel a little behind. Yeah, I think what he did there was reasonable. So the curses went 6-4. And maybe I should have thought about taking a pawn there instead of this Great Hall. Here you can buy 2 peddlers. Pretty nice. Okay. None of these are particularly good for clearing out, since it's all copper stuff anyway. If I'd hit, man, I wish I would have hit one of these, but that's okay. If I could have drawn these before, the ghost ship would have been pretty sweet. go the peddlers. So I have to think. Yeah, that didn't do much for me, did it? The Great Halls are probably pretty bad. I hope he starts buying them. So, oof. It'll take quite a few turns to empty anything. Double pawn, you know. The Great Hall was dumb. I should have bought another shantytown or a silver or something. He's going to get one of these turns. He's going to have a few peddlers and he's going to store room. And he's going to get to 8. And then I'm going to have a hard time ever reaching that. The Great Hall was just dumb. Both the Great Halls were dumb. But I'll probably keep buying them if I just have 3. I don't know if it matters much now. Maybe it does. Well, good, he was short. A gold is... that's a question. How long will this game last? He has his IGG. He can't yet. He can buy another gold, though. That's pretty good. Fortress wouldn't be awful for me. Those shanty towns are nice. Pretty nice. So you get another shanty town maybe. Another storeroom. If I'd bought 2 Great Halls instead of 2 caravans, we'd be closer there. The pawns even seem so bad. They've got to be better than nothing, but... Alright, he's into his gold shuffle now. AKA the shuffle where he beats me. Probably. he doesn't have his IGG. He may just take a duchy. I think probably he wants to just take a duchy, actually. Yeah, I agree with that. These are still just not useful. Great Halls were so dumb. This is probably a province turn for him. How many shanty towns does he have? Jeez. He just is living the shantytown dream. About the only way I'll hit province is if I get a series of bizarrely lucky draws involving shantytown hitting and then like ghost ship, and then I get my hand size big enough that the storm does something. Like this hand is short by $1, which is sad. And they're still like the piles aren't running yet. Though they certainly could pretty quickly. I thought about doing like Caravan Storm or Fortress Storm or Caravan Shantytown, Fortress Shantytown. Things like that. I assume he has it here because he's probably got his gold. Probably has a province, I would expect. He's got another gold left, I believe. Yep. Looks good. I'm jealous. These aren't that great. Okay, well, that didn't pan out. So we didn't get the storm hit prior to the big caravan turn, so that is awful. Should have cycled there. There's no reason not to, and some good reasons too. This is awful. Bye. But I'm not sure what's better. He's got province again. I would not, if I were him, I would not try and run piles. I would just take the province. I would just take the province. funny, there's so many little bit pieces that the third pile is sort of hard to get. Trying to play these turns kind of fast so that this is hopefully not too boring for the viewers. It's not a great, not exciting game, but now he's pursuing the end, the beginning of the end. Which, since he only needs $4 in 2 buys, is not so crazy. This is still 7, so it's still useless to me. I don't remember what this last card is. Probably something good. Who knows? If he has his storeroom, then he has got it. So, no, not quite. I take that back. Alright, so I got one more turn. So unless I see my fortress, I'm probably all out of luck. Seems likely. Seems very difficult for him not to have $1 or $2, I mean. So I'm betting he can end it. Oh, well. He activates 2 shanty towns. Yeah, that didn't work out. I didn't like a lot of my buys, but he did get a lot more peddlers than me. 7-3. All right, so this is my start. Looks like tournament stuff. Hey, look, it's embargo. Just a stupid, worthless card. I don't really hate embargo that much, but it is pretty worthless. So you want to win tournaments. You want to have a lot of hunting parties. I think you probably want to open with the tournament, and then either silver or warehouse or a lighthouse. I think for the second one, I wouldn't buy an embargo. I don't think. I mean, embargo's not that crazy either to open with, just because you can have a disappearing silver. Then, if you get to 5 with it, then you may not have to have a silver in your deck, which could be good. I think you do want lighthouses, actually. Two lighthouses. And so I think I'm going to open with the lighthouse. Play the single copper. It's the sign of I'm alive, but I'm thinking. Now I'll buy a warehouse. I think I will. I think I'd take another tournament as him, but Caravan is okay as well. I think I am going to. I maybe should have taken a Soothsayer on that first one, but not sure. I'm not sure on the Soothsayer, to be honest. We'll just see the next time we have $5. It could have been good. Maybe what's the buy? She's so bald. I don't particularly care for the I don't particularly care for the Hamlet buy there. So Soothsayer. The golds could get in the way. They really could. With a really lucky draw here, we could buy Province. It's not impossible. Well, shoot. Okay, so I just wanted to do a clean shuffle there, actually. He buys a hunting party, I assume. Alright, well, time to hopefully get lucky soon. Not get lucky, but yeah, get lucky, why not? Another hunting party for him, I probably... Nope. Okay. This is good, good, good. So much of his money is from the, I am going to take the followers. So much of his money is from the tournaments. Oh, he has a lighthouse now. Well, I didn't notice he'd picked one up. Still, of course, blocking tournaments will be awesome. I should really... Nah, I don't need to turn that off. We should be able to get back to the province again. We should be totally good here. Where totally good means safe. a great draw. When I say not a great draw, I mean this is a really bad draw, but that's life. He probably can get a province now, but of course it's too late for that to matter much. And he'll probably get a lighthouse down most turns, but at this stage I got in a couple attacks. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I don't know if I want any of the other prizes. Maybe about the only one I would think of maybe doing is the diadem, but well, I think diadem is all right. No point in playing the followers. At least not until there's a turn where he whiffs. I have a Hamlet, don't I? I thought I bought a Hamlet. I do have a Hamlet. These draws are really bad. My starting hands have been really awful. Okay, I had a couple that were really awful. I don't know if I can really complain in general, but see if he wants a duchy or bag of gold. I don't think they're really very good for him. I'm going to build up to double province if I can. Double or triple. I can just keep adding money by having these throne rooms and farming villages and such, and should be okay. We'll see if he takes a Seuss there. We'll probably get a second lighthouse here, but I should just have this one. But it's not completely foregone. I should have got a throne room there. That was bad. That's okay though. Alright. Well. This is awful. Draw 4 hunting grounds or hunting parties. That's stupid. Where's that princess? I think I've just triggered another nightmarish draw. I need another warehouse. That's what I need. I have so many estates now, that's the problem. You buy a duchy? Duchy doesn't look like it'll do anything. Okay. So he did get his lighthouse down again. He blocks it. Okay, that's good. So I might be able to get to triple province. Okay. I would really like to throne the steed then. Oh, he didn't get the lighthouse down this time. Okay. This is pretty close to just having it, I think. And by pretty close, I mean I think it's in hand. Um, So 8. This gives me, I don't know, the diadem's worth like 10 or something now. So it should just be good. Okay. There wasn't a lot he could do after I had all those prizes, even if I had not perfect draws there. It was going to be hard for him to win. But it took me longer than I thought it would to get all that to come together. It took a while. So, geez. This is, well, normally I would say, you know, open potion, but maybe if you get money first and buy the 5s, you'd be happier going back for a potion later. Start hitting them with knights quicker might be better. And then maybe you get the province faster that way, like open tournament oasis or something, or tournament silver, and skip the scrying pool for a little bit and then see later on if you want to come back for it. Don't know. You can get knights back because of grave robber. There's no village on the board, so you'd just be hard pressed to do that much. But then again, you just are afraid if you don't get the potion now that later on your deck is just so much worse than theirs if they have scrying pools and you don't. Those are the questions. Scrying pool won't draw for a while very well. But it could draw okay. I'll try doing the other thing just to see. Just do an experiment. I think the fear is that you do the other thing and you still don't actually get to province or 5s faster than them at all. So you almost have to. Surely you're opening Oasis with this and not Scheme, since you have no action cards yet. Now, do I immediately go for this guy? I'm going to. I don't know if it's right, but if your knights hit at all, boy, that's nice. I would have much preferred Sylvia. Well, of course, I would have much preferred Anna. But Sylvia would have been good too. He may get a feast. I don't know. Feast would be a little weird. His potion missed the shuffle. No, it didn't. I'm blind. Okay. The discarding probably isn't so important. This is nice. both because I flipped both of these and I killed one. Double nice. There goes my tournament. Otherwise I would have hit 5 again. No, I would have hit 4. Okay. Let's get a scheme back. Oof, this is not a good draw. His scrying pools, I can't hit them. That's one thing. So if he has a lot of those, we just flip past them. That could be a problem. Wow, that's a province. Okay. Well, I will take that, and we'll put this tournament back. This okay? Hopefully we get the steed and then there's lots of stables. I don't know what tournament, or sorry, what terminal he's going to play with. I'm curious. He didn't get a scheme out, that's good. I wonder if he'll add a terminal now or if he's just gonna wait. Probably in a long enough game, the scrying pools just make me sad. Alright, we hit a tournament. Excellent. We just don't want him to see my province, basically. There's something to be said for not playing this last tournament if I hadn't gotten the province. Let's get the steed. And let's get the stables. I could get Martin, but not yet, I don't think. Not ever, I don't think. He doesn't really have any money, but his coppers, does he? Is he gonna buy money? I don't know what I want to pair the... I don't know what I want to play for my 2 terminals. Princess is pretty good. Okay, well, we're gonna have a night fight, it looks like. Which is okay by me. Boo. I think he's getting pretty lucky there on that scrying pool. That's a lot of cards to draw. Ooh, I might get Molly. I would be very happy. So I can take it guaranteed. Or I can draw for actions. What are the odds? There's an estate in there. And then I would have to hit none of the tournaments. Well, it could happen. I could draw garbage. Let's do cards and coins. Okay. I guess I wasn't guaranteed just taking coins anyway, was it? No, wait, yeah, it was. Let's get Molly. Let's put the trusty steed back on top. If he gets to his, whatever his guy is, his Martin. Yeah, in the end here, the pools are gonna start. The power of the pools is going to maybe start overwhelming. Yeah, it's worth it to get a 5 and to top deck a couple more things. Alright, happy to hit a scheme. We may, well, for now it's just got to be these. It is going well for me. But the pools are always scary. Always, always scary. Didn't get to another 5. Maybe he's going to try and kill Michael. Poor Michael. I probably need a grave robber. He is going to try and kill Michael. He's sick of not having... He's sick of having 3 card hands. I am fine with Michael dying. I maybe at one point discarded provinces with Oasis than when I could have got a prize. That was probably not my strongest move. He's gonna... Yeah, this is... I need to kill a lot of these... I need to kill some more of these. Of these non-scrying pool cards that he has in his deck. Fortunately, his tournaments suck this turn. I guess if I have to here, I can take a diadem to get a treasure for my stables. I can't really afford to take followers. I don't have enough draw to take the incoming estates. He gets a grave robber. Yeah, I like the grave robber. Probably go for one soon. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Oh yeah, we can do this. Yeah, this is great. We can make Princess, or make Natalie better. I'm gonna get stuck here. I shouldn't have put that second stables up. Well, this is the power of scrying pool. Who knew, right? I mean, who knew? Yeah, so now he draws his deck super easy, and I struggle valiantly, or not so valiantly as the case may be. I have not hit, well, I how can I complain, really? I had good hits at the start, and then it became slightly worse. But so the problem, well, there are several problems. I was going to say one of the problems is that I now how many of those did I discard? Just a bunch. I now have to, well, it's okay to have some on top of the deck anyway. Right, it's okay to have a few coppers on top. Even more than okay, it's good. So, let's get that. I can't hit anything to save my life. He's scheming scrying pools, right? But I'm not hitting any of his actions. Alright. Anyway, that's just the way it goes. So now he has buys. That's alright. He can have buys. Double province would be cool, though. It would be pretty hard. Well, not if I'm grave robbing to do it. I really don't have the draw to make this stuff work as well as I'd want. I have 7 of these, and I have 7 treasures, 8 treasures. That's a real risk. Grave robbers are okay. I think now it's safe to put a couple of stables on top. But is it okay to put a 4th or a 3rd? We could easily get stuck here. Very easily. What did I even buy? A grave robber? Yeah. That looks maybe a greedy. Taking duchies. You probably can afford to. This match is gonna take 3 hours. Oh, okay, he only has 5. Alright. That's sad, though. We lost a copper there. This match is going to take forever. Alright, we are good on the drawing for the moment. So this could be some stuff. Let's check if he has a province. He doesn't. Fantastic. Do I want a bag of gold or a followers? Maybe. Probably not, though. So, we cannot buy... Did he kill one of my... He killed one of my schemes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 of these, so there's one more in there. I can buy province. Well, actually, we want to play the princess first, and then play this and try and hit good things. I guess I protected his schemes. I was really hoping I could hit his province, but that's maybe overly optimistic. Maybe hoping too much. And I should have just been happy to hit a scheme or some other thing. I didn't really, I was thinking, didn't really think it all through. I'm gonna say tournaments are less valuable to me at this point. Oh good, he still didn't hit 8. Alright. We're just gonna try and get a couple more provinces and hope that is just enough points that it's difficult to come back from that. Let's get the stables back. We haven't been blocking each other's tournaments much. I guess we don't have that many provinces. It's a big deal. I think I would rather keep Dame Natalie for now. I guess I could have taken away his buy. You get another scramble, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if that was right by me. Could have been a real screw up. Okay, so let's check this. Excellent. I don't know. Do I want bag of gold maybe? Or a duchy? Probably not. He can double province on his turn, right? That's a thing he's capable of doing. So if he double provinces, then we're in bad shape. Let me check and see if we can hit a province. Yes. Yes. Okay. That helps a lot. That helps a whole lot. So if we'd gotten another one, I would have just cried from happiness. Okay, so he would need more than he can get on this next turn at least. So I was worried I had disconnected because I couldn't figure out why he would discard my estate for me, but I guess I still don't know actually, but should have. No, I didn't play the grave robber at all. Maybe he's looking for the grave robber. Well, that was really lucky to hit his province. Now he can't turn that into a... There goes my other copper. Oh, okay, well he didn't even really score anything here. He should buy schemes. LOL. That was really lucky that I got to got to grave robber there. Very, very lucky. Now I guess he's hunting for point, trying to kill my duchies or something, but I don't know. It's gonna be a long match. Got it. take time to take mental breaks when you can here. Now I'm just looking for a grave robber, really, into something nice. Of course, when the duchies run out, then... Alright, that's game. Well, that was quite the marathon. I got real lucky to hit a province. I guess I still would have won either way, but I mean with these draws, but it was of course still fortunate for me. Not so much for him. Okay, this is his last start. There's really not too much to do here, though. Straight big money is a little weak. You need to trash some, but treasuries maybe, and I don't know. I'm gonna open remake lookout, I think. And then just have some golds and treasuries, I guess. That's what it looks like to me. And play a ghost ship play with a ghost ship if they aren't defended. I don't see much else going on. So now I think I want a treasure here. He will be probably a little ahead of me in trashing just because of first turn, but could look out, try and draw the market square with the treasury, and then do the remake and stuff. Like this. In the end, though, it just looks like money, really. Just maybe a little bit quicker to set up because you don't have to buy the golds. I don't know if Lookout really comes in, or I don't know that a ghost ship comes into it, really. I'm not sure there's a good fit for it. Or if it's that harmful even, really. I don't know. It's hard. It's mixed with these cantrips, and so it's not easy to put a terminal draw card in there. It may just draw you garbage. Okay. I'm going to do this. But it's pretty close to time to green. Really. He's got a lot of golds. I could get another gold. And I could have one of these two cards, which I'm not sure I want. Now I think it is probably definitely time to green. Well, okay. I might trash one more time, depending. He looks to be in a good spot, though. Not that I've had pretty good draws too, but he looks just on first turn. Maybe he's a little bit ahead of me. We'll see, though. He's getting an ironworks, huh? Can't say I much see the point of the ironworks myself, but all right, one last set of trashing. Now we're greening. The ironworks is gonna gain him in a state that is gonna let him win. That's what's gonna. I mean, it could happen. Wouldn't be that weird. So he's provincing now. I think he probably likes silver's fine for this deck. I can't imagine they hurt you. Yeah, do I want the remake? I don't really think I do. I could have an ironworks now. Or just a silver. The ironworks doesn't really appeal to me much, to be totally honest. What the? Well, this is gonna lose the game for me, this draw. I'll never buy silver again. This draw is absolutely horrendous. Okay. Well, game goes on. I'm prepared to buy a duchy now. But it may be a little early. When we duchy dance, it's going to be awful. Like, it's going to be just terrible. The decks will be so bad. Secret Chamber, it was too good. No, wait, it was horrible. Now what happens is I whiff on duchy. He has to buy province pretty much, so he'll buy one. I'll whiff on duchy, and he buys a province estate now. I whiff Dutchy, he just buys the last province, and hooray for Rabid. I drew that Seaver Chamber in the wrong hand. Could have swapped these two. We'd have the win. Just about. No, well, just about. Not quite. Well, let's just wait and see. I don't know how many golds I have, if I even have one in here. I don't know what his last few cards are, but I expect my last cards are like all points, right? I don't even know. Does buying these make any difference to anything at all? No. Sure doesn't. I'm sure he just has it in hand now. Yeah, there's no way. Alright. That was kind of interesting. How many turns was that? Yeah, that went really fast. Or pretty fast. Alright, should be my first player from here on out. Which I'm just going to go ahead and write those in. It's the dance that everybody loves. Hey-o. Okay. Got village, got draw, got tax, got trashing, got this stonemason guy. Can open warehouse moneylender. If I hit 5, I'll probably take a jester first. If I hit 7, I'll probably take Jester City, Jester Catacombs, one of those. Duke probably shouldn't matter just from the... it might, but probably won't matter. Would be my guess. Hope we don't draw the Jester, but... Okay, really nice draws for me because it's the $7 hand here. Let's start on those. No, $6, I can't count. This will be Catacombs, I think. Or 2 mining villages, maybe. Maybe I should have had Catacombs here and okay. Do I want... I mean, the stonemason, or the moneylender is not that awful. But I don't really want another one, so... It probably ends up helping him overall, would be my guess, but... Will be tricky messing around with the cities here. Emptying piles middle of the turn, probably. He blew up his mining village. Do I trash and buy nothing or get a mining village? I could trash and buy warehouse, of course. Or silver. I think because I think I can take 1 silver. Boo. Hiss. Now I need a catacombs. Would be really happy if I drew my jester. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Okay, okay. Boo. That's just life. Buys a catacombs. Catacombs. Nope. No go. You know what you can turn one colony into is stonemasons? You can turn it into 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256 estates. There goes those about. Keep that. Yeah, that seems good enough. Who got the silver? I got the silver. Ha! Take a curse. There are no buys. I could take another gesture. I would love to have another jester. He still doesn't quite have the draw, does he? Maybe with his warehouse he's fine. Does he not have a warehouse? No, I'm just confused. Okay. Yeah, who cares? So, great. Just what I wanted. You really hate to give them because of the 3-pile control, but should have bought Colony less now. No. Well, maybe. So, we're really... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Is that it? Huh. Well, that's nice. That's very nice, actually. He buys a catacombs. A catacombs. I might be able to end it here. If I blow up enough things. Well, we know what the first card we're going to play is, and the second. Okay, so now is when we have to start thinking about what we might be able to do. So the idea would be to empty the stonemasons in the mining villages before playing some cities for buys. And then we would have... Yeah, that's about it. So we would have to get $15 and another dollar probably. Or another couple dollars. So probably $17. Should we have the mining villages to do all that is the question. And the cities as well, of course. I think it's probably doable. So, I mean, what? like we have to trash one catacombs for mining village, stonemason, and then we'd have to trash like a silver for stonemason, but I think it's possible. So we're going to start by doing this. Now I don't gain a card costing less than catacombs. Okay. Done. Choose a card to gain. Stonemason. Okay. Now we should play this forward. And now kill this guy for 2 of these. Well, I think I've done screwed up. Or wait, do I have it? No, I'm short $1. I shouldn't have killed that thing off. So I probably had it some other way too, where if I just said, well, I need to get back around to a gesture or something. I could have had it, but I didn't do it right. Or something went terribly wrong in there. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, so that was awful. I couldn't have emptied the estates. I could have got 6 of them, but not enough. Bummer. Ha, he can't even gain a copy of my stonemason. Oh no, why did I should have played the one of the cities first, but then I wouldn't have had enough buys. Yeah, it was just ill-advised from the start. I should have given him that one stonemason. I wonder if I had it some other way, like emptying warehouses or something. Obviously, if I had drawn if I had drawn either of these two cards, I would have made it. Or if I had drawn this stonemason instead of the estate, I would have made it. Yeah, this would have had to swap specifically with the estate in my hand, and then either of these two, if they had just shown up, I guess, instead of any of the stonemason or the whatever it's called. I don't know why I gained these coppers. Well, that was just me clicking because I was frustrated. Well, this was not my finest moment, but at least hopefully somebody got to laugh at me. That's all we can hope for. There may have been a way to make it work that I just didn't do correctly. Of course, I wasn't under pressure either. I didn't have to go for the pile out right then. I could have just got some money or bought a province or something. Probably just buying a province would have been a pretty okay thing. This will go down as a poorly played game for me. Yeah, I don't know if he can end it this very turn or not. This is killer, of course. Him hitting this thing there, it kills this turn, but I mean, I may draw a city or something, or a warehouse. I assume he's ending it though, but maybe he doesn't have a way. I did kill all the stonemasons, so that's not as easy to do now and get the points, but maybe he has seen a way, gaining lots of estates. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and a province. There you go. That's nice for him. Alright, well, that was funny at least. I will try not to say whelp again. So dumb. I would like to at least tie him here. Looks like a bridge thing. Bridge mega turn. Draw is not great. I guess you can buy an expensive thing for cheap and hope your apprentice is... Well, you have control of that, don't you? Yeah, okay. That makes some sense. So I expect that you want to play with apprentice for draw, buying expensive cards for very, very cheap, and then trashing them when they're expensive again to have a big mega turn. I think I'm going to open silver and then mask silver and then try to get an upgrade as well and go from there. I don't see a point in really worrying about it too much. If you give them estates, they can kind of use them for upgrades, so at some point you might prefer passing coppers rather than estates, but probably not at the very beginning. Like here I can pass them one and it doesn't really make my turn much worse. I mean, it's not worth like going out of your way to not have them, but at some point you're definitely gonna pass them a card you want to keep. It's just gonna happen. You're gonna have so much good stuff. Hope my internet didn't disconnect. Okay, we're good. I don't know that I've played this very well, but it's not going all that well, actually. Yeah, I gotta move this mouse away from here. I can't be idly clicking over here with these masquerades running around. That's dangerous. Yeah, so he should win this just based off this turn, maybe. But there's still quite a bit of game to play. I've probably screwed it up badly. He is, yeah. If he gets this turned all the way through again, I should be totally sunk. Oh well. So 2-4 to Rabid. Not great. Not the best play. Oh good, he didn't get all the way through. So if I draw a village here, then we still have a shot, but otherwise it's pretty slim. So I'm gonna go with pretty slim. I do have the upgrades. That's the one thing I have going for me here. That is the only thing I have going for me, though. Do, 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 do. You can buy islands for points. Those are kind of nice. Lots of islands for points. I think the Apprentice is definitely worth playing with. Even though if you draw it late, it's a little sad. He's buying a province. Okay. That's probably alright for him. Oh, we had a dead turn. Hooray. We've got a shot. Probably can't even buy anything yet. Maybe he has to pass me something good. Nope. Well, fiddlesticks. Probably apprentices a bazaar or something to start his turn. No? Okay. Well, I have to pass him something. Bad, 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 bad. Bridge too soon, probably. Very weak by me. I expect I won't even find a village in these next few cards, and then I'll really cry. Then I'll really cry. He buys 2 provinces. He doesn't want to lose on points. He should buy a couple islands. Okay. He takes the villages, or the whatever those are, the bridges. I assume he'll have to pass me something decent now. It would be a real travesty if he didn't have to. Well, I assume he's going to try and do apprentice stuff, yeah. If he doesn't have an apprentice, that becomes a little more difficult. A wee bit more difficult. I don't have bazaars either. Like, I'm not going to... At the end of my turn, my best turn is like province, a few duchies is like the best I can put out. I don't have enough money. I was buying villages instead of bazaars, and it's nightmares, awful stuff. The chat's gonna be, who knows what the chat's gonna say. Chat's always interesting because they're just sort of halfway paying attention, and sometimes they're right, but sometimes they are just full of hot air. That's right, chat. I'm talking about you. I assume this pass is relatively easy. So I can get an island now, if I want it, or a nomad camp. Oh boy. Or a... mean, I would expect... I expect he just has... has the win in hand, would be my guess. I could get one of these nomad camps, although then it has to go on top of my deck, which is a terrible place for it. Yeah, like I assume he's just starting with that, and then I'll just resign. So, he wins 4-2, and so congrats to him. And thank you everybody who watched. I don't know if Steph or SCSN are around, but I really wasn't on tilt that bad, assemble me. At least I don't feel angry or anything. Anyways, if Steph or SCSN are watching, maybe I can schedule with you. I don't know. Okay. Alright, I'm going to stop the stream, but thanks for watching.